Hello, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. I am the self-proclaimed hostel queen. Queen of the hostels is my official title, you know. I have picked up so many things along the way that have made my stays in hostels so much more comfortable, so much more amazing, and I'm going to share them with you. My name is Rachel. I make videos on fashion, travel, and environmentalism. So if you like any of those things, you should consider subscribing to me. I have stayed in so many hostels. On Hostel World, I'm ranked the Globe Trotter when I do my reviews, okay? I have stayed in over, how many? Let's see. I've stayed in over 30 hostels. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to what to bring to hostels, how to make yourself comfortable, and how to have an enjoyable hostel experience, even if you are not a queen of hostels like myself. We're here to help queens help other kings and queens. If you're new to hostels, this will help you. If you are a seasoned vet with hostels, maybe I will give you some tips and tricks that'll help make yours more comfortable. If you have any tips that I didn't talk about, write them in the comments. I want to know. I feel like everyone's super scared of hostels, but hopefully with these things that you bring to them will help you feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more ready to navigate the world of hostels. So let's get into the video. Okay, the first thing you would know if you've watched some of my videos before, and it's locks. And I highly recommend bringing 3 locks. I like bringing a lock for my personal item bag, a lock for my main bag, and then a locker lock. And I like bringing them in 2 different sizes because you never know what sort of locks you're gonna come across in a hostel. Some hostels are like thinner and some hostels have like thicker locks, so it's just always better to be prepared. Also this way, if I lose one of my locks, knock on wood that I do not lose one of my locks, but if I do, I am covered and protected. Next thing I would recommend bringing if you're staying in a hostel is a sleeping mask. Now I have this lovely sleeping mask from Manta Sleep. I love it so much. It's expensive, but I think it's worth it. I've actually started wearing this like at home in my day-to-day life. I love it so much, but this one has like cups for your eyes, so like literally no light gets in. This is going to be so helpful when you're at hostels because people are constantly waking up and arriving or leaving in the middle of the night. Some people turn on the lights. It's going to distract you and impact your sleep. If you want to have great sleep that's not impacted by light, a sleeping mask is a go-to, and getting a pretty good sleeping mask is going to help you sleep even better. I do not compromise when it comes to sleep, so I love having a sleeping mask when I am traveling. This next thing is going to help your sleep as well, but that is some earplugs. Recently I've been using loop earplugs, and I really like them because they're super compact. As you can see, they come in this little case. They're super sleek looking, but I love having earplugs with me. Earplugs just help block out a lot of noise, obviously, and it's going to help you with your sleep quality, going to help you if you're feeling overstimulated, going to help you if your hostel is a big party hostel and there's lots of music playing at all points in time. Earplugs. Earplugs are going to be your best friend. The next thing I recommend bringing is your own personal microfiber quick drying towel. Now if you watch my videos, you will know that I used to not think this was a necessity for hostels, and I actually went on my backpacking trip in Southeast Asia last year without a towel. Now, I regretted it so much that I had to buy one while I was on the road. But don't be like me, because these things are actually really hard to find when you're traveling. Some hostels, their towels are so disgusting. I used to think that I would save room in my bag by not bringing one, but honestly, if you find one that's super compact like this, it doesn't take up a lot of room. You don't want to be putting your nice clean body on a disgusting hostel towel. Some of them are fine, but some of them are really bad. So just bring a microfiber towel. You won't regret it. I do think this is now a necessity for whenever I stay in hostels. The next thing is something that people might not think about, and it is a sleeping bag liner. Now, let me open this up so you can fully see. It is exactly what it sounds like. It is intended for people to line their sleeping bag with when they're going like camping or anywhere really. I like bringing it traveling because you can literally step into it and you are just perfectly protected and secure. Like this. It is just so helpful to have this when you are traveling because you never know if you're going to be staying at like a semi-dingy, maybe potentially gross hostel, and this just gives you a nice layer between yourself and the sheets and makes you feel nice and toasty on travel days, and I highly recommend. I recently started traveling with one of these. I used to just travel with a travel blanket, but this just feels so much better knowing that you can like go inside of it like a sleeping bag. Also great on bus rides that are super cold. It's also great in hostels that might be a little bit cold. This is just a great thing to have when you're staying in a hostel. The last and final thing I recommend bringing is a good pair of shower shoes. Now, I love my handy dandy Crocs. I think they're so ugly that they're cute. Crocs are great not only for just like everyday travel because they're pretty comfy to wear and easy to slip on, also easy to strap on your bag with a carabiner, but I like Crocs because they're also a great shower shoe. When you're thinking about shoes for traveling, you have to be really strategic with what you're bringing, but I think Crocs are universal, but just having some sort of shower shoe, even if that's like a flip-flop, those are really tiny to fit in your bag. You don't want to pick up anything on your feet if the showers at your hostel aren't cleaned properly. You're just going to feel so much safer and won't have to worry about like warts or athlete's foot or anything gross like that when you have your handy dandy shower shoes. I never go in a shower at a hostel without them. Also, after you're done showering, you have to like walk back to your dorm and then the floor is all gross on your nice newly cleaned feet. Absolutely not. Shower shoes. Alright, that is everything for this video. All things that I think you need to bring when you were staying in hostels. I hope it was helpful for you. Also, while I travel, I always give kind of like a heads up of the hostel that I'm staying at, whether I loved it or I didn't like it. So make sure you're following along if you go to any of the places that I've been to, because maybe I can help you out in choosing your hostel. I also, a couple years ago, made like a beginner's guide to hostels video. So if you're interested in that and you're totally new to hostels, check it out. Talked about like how to book hostels, how to make friends, and everything you would need to know when you're staying at a hostel. And if this video is helpful for you, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. That's all for this video, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.